My mother, Toni K. Oxford, was born in Brenham, Texas in December of 1945. She was the youngest of 5 children, and her family didn't have much money. Though she was a good student, she grew up in a time when women didn't go to college unless their family had plenty of money. So when she met my father shortly after finishing high school, they were married. She had 2 children, myself and my sister. And in August of 1995, she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer and passed away in December of that same year. Looking back, she had many lessons to teach and inspire me. My father was a career Army man, and when he retired in 1980, my family moved to Texas so that he could finish getting the college degree that he started while he was still in the military. After a year in school, my dad convinced my mom that she should do the same thing. So at age 35, my mom went back to school. That was lesson number 1. Don't give up on your dreams. She was an excellent student and graduated with a bachelor's in accounting. In 4 years, she had 1 grade that was less than an A, and in accounting, she had a perfect 4.0. That was lesson number 2. School's important. You should work hard. As a teenager, I was close to my mom, but we never quite saw eye to eye. Back then, I was embarrassed by her outspokenness. She wasn't afraid to tell anyone how she felt or thought, and sometimes it came across as very brash or rude. I was, believe it or not, rather afraid to truly speak my mind. As I've grown into adulthood, I've come to understand lesson number 3. You can't change anything if you're too afraid to speak up. Her lesson also taught me something else. It's all in the delivery of the message. The way she expressed herself would never have worked for me. So I learned how to talk to people so that they would understand how I felt, usually without being too overbearing. Because of this lesson, I've been able to find a way to talk to military generals and CEOs to explain a problem or an issue that I saw. My mom was a woman of great courage. She left all the family in the world that she knew at age 19 to spend 3 years in Germany as a newlywed. She didn't settle for the idea that women couldn't go to college, and so she went back to school at a time when older students were considered rare, and she battled cancer. Though she lost the fight, her strength during those months was tremendous. She never blamed anyone for what was happening, and she continued to fight until the end. It has taken a number of years for me to fully recognize the impact that my mother has had on my life. There are so many other things that she's taught me. Looking back on all of them, I'm proud to call her my mom, and immensely grateful that she shaped me into the person that I am today. Thank you, Mom, for being there for me. Thank you.